Welcome back everybody to another video after more than a month. Those of you who've been watching my videos for quite a while or subscribed to my channel most likely noticed that I stopped uploading on a regular basis. That's because my schedule has been really busy as of late. Right now it's a little less busy compared to the past week or two, but it will still be quite busy, so I'll only upload when I feel like it because I used to upload on a regular basis. It was weekly for the most part, then it turned bi-monthly, and now I'll only upload when I do feel like it and whenever I do find the time to as well. And that's a really quick channel update. I've been really busy and I'm still busy and I'll remain pretty busy for quite a while. So long story short, I'll upload only when I feel like it and I'll stop uploading on a regular basis. For today's video, I'll show a quick and simple tutorial. I don't want to make this too long, and that's how we style my Pompadour with Brylcreem. And for those of you who know a thing or two with classic products, you should know that Brylcreem is one of the lightest products around. And there are a couple of versions of Brylcreem around the world. I have a whole playlist on that on my channel. You can go ahead and check it out in case you haven't and don't know about it yet. So go ahead and do check out my reviews and comparisons of different iterations of Brylcreem worldwide. And I live in Europe, and here they have the red tub Brylcreem, which has a little more hold than the American version. But to better demonstrate my skills in this video, I'd rather use the American Brylcreem because it's lighter in comparison to the European one, the red tub. So that way, my skills are better demonstrated. So those of you who've been watching my videos for a while now know that, or probably know that I can style a pretty good Pompadour with Brylcreem that actually lasts for quite a bit. Not the whole day. I'd be lying if I said it would last the whole day, but at least it lasts quite a good amount of time for something as light as Brylcreem, and I'll show in this video how. For the past 2 weeks, I've been pretty lazy to use heavier products or anything more than a medium, so I've been using a lot of hair creams, especially Brylcreem, and a light pomade at most. I just cycle here and there with light pomades and hair creams, but Brylcreem is what I use. It's pretty much almost a daily driver for me as of late. So enough chit chat, I'll get to the styling right now. I just came out of the shower not too long ago. My hair is still pretty damp and slightly towel dried, and I blow dried it as well a little bit. So when it comes to blow drying, that's an important aspect we'll talk about. So if you want to style your hair with something very light like Brylcreem, it is best to prep your hair by blow drying first. I know I'm going to get attacked by the traditionalists and the boomers in this video saying that they did not blow dry back in the day, but I just want to say that I used real Brylcreem from the 50s, and I can definitely attest that Brylcreem back then had a lot more hold compared to any of the modern versions today. Well, maybe for the Southeast Asian Brylcreem, because that one is pretty thick, that's a little bit of a different story, but for all the other Brylcreems, they're definitely lighter than the classic Brylcreem from back in the day. And so it has a lot less hold, so I think it's good to prep your hair by blow drying to keep it in shape. Because one of the best benefits about blow drying is that it actually gives your hair the initial shape. So after you take a shower and wash your hair and it's still wet, you towel dry it first, but don't go straight to blow drying, because blow drying just kind of takes the heat just kind of dries the hair out a little bit. So I recommend to use just a little bit of Brylcreem first. You got to start with maybe just a very tiny amount. You don't want to weigh your hair too much. This is how much I use at this length right now, which is pretty long, and that's before blow drying. Right now I have only one socket in the bathroom that's being used for the lighting for this video, and I don't want to unplug it to show the blow drying, but I'll just demonstrate a little bit without turning the blow dryer on. I blow dry my hair anyway already. So how I do it, I turn on the, it's best if your blow dryer has a hot air and cool air option. So mine only has a hot air option. So when you turn on the hot air option, I would normally put in a full blast and just, first I would comb the sides back and make sure it just goes all the way back. So basically wet hair, towel dried a little bit of Brylcreem so it doesn't dry, the blow dry doesn't dry it out. Blow dry the sides till it's a little tighter. Then at least in my hair type, because it's slightly wavy. I normally use the swirl pompadour method instead of the full straight back pomp. Anyway, my hair works better with the swirl method. I never really do the straight up in the air pompadour. So what I do is kind of like the Johnny Cash Elvis swirls. I would just kind of swirl it with the heat from the blow dryer exposed to my hair exposed to the heat of the blow dryer, and I would continue to do that for a bit. And for the unparted side, I would just pretty much push it back as well. And I'll do the same for the back. For the ducktail, so just pretty much repeat this process as well until you should not make sure that it's too dry. Just make sure it's slightly wet, because Brylcreem works best in damp hair in my experience. And so after the blow drying is done, you kind of have your basic shape already. I have my basic shape, as you can tell already, right over here. And now it's time to use the Brylcreem. So for a lighter product, I mean, I'm not forcing you to use the swirl method, but basically the thing you should take home from here is that while you blow dry, make sure that you comb your hair in a direction where it actually naturally follows. So if you have any natural waves, make sure it rides those waves. So the pompadour, when you use a really light product, a light pomade or a light hair dressing like Brylcreem, you must, it doesn't offer complete brood control of your hair, obviously. So you want to make sure that it goes in the natural direction of your hair. So your pompadour should show some of your natural features, like your natural waves if you have them. So it's pretty much like a wavier pompadour. It's more natural that way, and it's kind of cool in my opinion. So you should pretty much style a pompadour and blow dry it in a way that it follows a natural pattern in your hair. Like for me, the natural curve pattern, it just, I just blow dried a little bit, but my hair is kind of weird. It's like straight and wavy at the same time. Like the front part is just slightly wavy, so it kind of follows a wave pattern. It goes like this actually. If it's just in its natural and drier state without any water or anything, and when I just wake up, it just kind of follows a wave like this. So that's why I do the swirl pompadour method, because it follows the natural pattern of my hair best like that. Now for this one, obviously, a little dab won't do you, so you do need a little bit of Brylcreem. So just find out what works best for you. Gotta experiment a little bit in case you hadn't, so I'll start off with this much Brylcreem. And I'll rub it in. But make sure you don't use too much on the top of your hair that it kind of weighs everything down. And just apply it evenly. Yeah, rub it in your hands and just apply it. It's just a no-brainer thing. If you know how to use pomade, you know how to use hair dressings, this step is pretty much a given already. Now because my hair is just growing a little because of the lockdown, I've been growing, the back of the hair has been growing for quite a bit, and obviously I can't cut it. The barbershops are all closed, so I do need to apply a bit more for the back as well. I also do find I, of course, need a little more for the sides, because my sides are not the easiest to deal with, you know, having Asian hair and all. But of course, that's a really good length to just slick everything back right now, since I hadn't been to the barber since November, late November, early December. It was, yeah, for a little over, I believe it was November, yeah. So once you have that down, it's time to slick everything back. So the two main morals over here, the two main things to take home is that if you want to style a pompadour with Brylcreem or something really light, you blow dry to the basic shape first and comb it in the natural direction of hair. The pompadour that follows the natural direction. So I can't speak for your hair, as well as show how we do it on my hair in particular. With the swirl method. So I just swirl it a little bit so it forms an arced part, not too straight, so the part just kind of follows this direction right here. Just slick it all back as usual and find a little part and just separate that. Slick the sides back. for the top, I go with the sides. Then I'd get the, with a very light hair dressing like this with Brylcreem, you really don't want to use the white tooth end of your comb. You just want to make sure everything's tighter so it has a little bit of a better hold. So you got to use the fine tooth end over here. Now just swirl it and bring it forward a little bit. Takes a little bit of practice, but if you've never done a pompadour, but if you have, then this step shouldn't be too difficult for you. Slick the back as well, and that's pretty much it. Now just repeat that until I'm happy. Of course, you wouldn't want to bring it forward too much, otherwise it will collapse. So if I can inform some 3 basic sets of laws, 3 axioms over here when styling with Brylcreem, probably kept on repeating the first 2, but that way you'll get better retention with this video. So number 1, start off with wet hair, very wet hair, slightly towel dry, but make sure the most important thing is to start off by blow drying it into the basic shape. And second, when you do comb and form it to your basic shape, make sure this pompadour follows your natural waves and the natural pattern of your hair. And third, when you comb everything in, you slick everything in place, only use the fine tooth end of your comb and don't use a wide tooth end unless you're forming your part, because it's a little easier to just kind of form your part that way. I use the wide tooth end as well. But when you're finishing everything up, make sure to only finish with a fine tooth end of the comb. And this is an optional step, but if you want to make it extra slick, it's already good enough for me though. But for you, if you're a little, if it's a little shorter on the sides, or if it's a little fluffier for you, you can opt for a military brush and just slick everything back. And for the ducktail, of course, I just comb everything down, sides, just kind of like not completely straight here, but just a little diagonal, because for me it doesn't work if I do it completely just horizontal, so we make it go at a slight angle downwards. I do the same for the other side as well. And finally, just swoop it down the middle, just like that. Then fine tune it with, sorry, that's the lamp. A lot of stuff over here. Sorry about that. Just fix it with the brush, the military brush, a boar's hair brush, if you will, if it's made out of boar's hair, and just finish it off with that, if you have one and if you'd like to do so. And so that is it. This pompadour actually lasts me for a good 4 hours, which is in record time, maybe 4.5 hours, which is really good for something really light like Brylcreem. And you can tell that's a very nice, old school looking pomp actually. And this is what my hair looks like. Went to fix some things over here, but my hair is getting a little longer and difficult to deal with. Haven't had a haircut in a while, so the crown area might be a little more difficult too. That's the most problematic area for me because I have a cowlick over there. But yeah, if I just fix it, it'll look pretty much perfect. And so that is it. That's how to style a pompadour with Brylcreem, because I noticed there's no tutorial on this on YouTube, so I decided to also do the first, fine-tuning it because I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my hair. But yeah, that is very much it. It's really easy once you get the hang of it. And it shouldn't last you though the whole day, but at least good enough for a good enough time, a couple of hours at least for me. So obviously you can always fix it up with a comb that you carry with you. And if you learned a lot from this video, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you next time on The Squinty Show.